What attracted me to real estate? I think the variety. No 2 days are the same in real estate. When I was a bit younger, mum and dad bought and sold a bit of property, and I went through a renovation with them, which was always pretty interesting. And definitely the being in and out of the office, being stuck in a 9 to 5 was never the sort of industry I was looking for. And dealing with people all day, every day. I'm very customer service focused, and that was a large draw card to the real estate industry. I wish I knew to be more organised when I first started in real estate. I was very reactive instead of proactive, and you can't grow a business that way. So I wish my databasing was a lot more solid, and I wish that my organisation was a lot better. Real estate's a hard slog at the beginning, which I don't think anyone expects to walk in and sort of lead the industry from day one, but it's resilience building from day one. So if you stick out that initial 12-month period and you get some good systems in place, you'll see that natural growth. Probably my number one tip for those entering the industry would be consistency, whether that be prospecting or your day-to-day marketing, dealing with clients, just making sure you're doing everything consistency. Build yourself an ideal week and stick to it. For me, an ideal week looks like Monday being primarily buyer follow-up and reporting back to my owners, making sure that we're not missing any opportunities for people that are interested in properties that I'm selling, and then setting appointments outside of office hours so that during the day when I'm prospecting or I'm doing my buyer follow-up, taking offers, that the further appointments can come outside office hours so they're not impacting on that time. It's really important to set appointments with yourself and stick to that, and prospecting's the biggest one of that. If you're not setting a daily prospecting schedule, you're not going to see that growth. You may have heard me mention organisation. Primarily for me, that looks like databasing, making sure my databasing when I'm making contacts and meeting people is clear. I'm collecting all of their information, and I have a clear plan on how to keep in touch with those people. And it also looks like making sure that my diary is correctly set up as well. So making sure, as I mentioned, those appointments that you set with yourself, and making sure it's structured so it's easy to follow. I think something I learned very early on about what makes a good agent is people can see through the typical real estate agent, and transparency is key when you're dealing with both buyers and sellers. If you're not transparent and you're not honest and genuine in your dealings, then people don't want to work with you. That's something I've prided myself on within my business, first of all, making sure that the property is marketed correctly, presented correctly, and appealing to the right buyer. But second of all, making sure that all of my dealings with both buyers and sellers are transparent and honest. And you would have to ask some of my clients, but that's some feedback that I get from them, is that they dealt with me because I was personable and because I was genuine. It's really important for agents entering the industry to start off with a good foundation. Reputable institutions like Validum really set the platform for agents to perform well, whether that be through a Cert 4 or through their full license. It gives them a full oversight of the industry and what they need to do to succeed. I think for me in 2020, I'm really excited getting into this year. 2019 was a little bit slow for Brisbane, and I think just the start of this year alone shows we're in for a really solid growth period. Buyer activity is back. I've put a couple of properties under contract this week, which is fantastic, one or two of which I've carried over from the Christmas period, and early signs are that the Brisbane market will perform really well. I'm personally looking to expand my team in 2020 as well, so if there's any Validum graduates out there that are looking for something, I'd love to get in touch. And yeah, we're looking for a high performance year, and I think that buyer activity alone will stipulate that Brisbane will perform exceptionally well. I've recently joined back up with the team at Place, and I'm at Place Woolloongabba, which is really exciting. It's a modern office. It's led by a couple of industry leaders in James and Dennis, and feel free to pop over and have a look at the new space, and you can contact me at bsmith@eplace.com.au.